Why you keep arguing during practice and how I became a mental coach. Hi, I'm Roman, a former S-class dancer and mental coach for competitive dance couples who want to finally train productively again without constantly arguing, improve their dancing and crush it at competitions. Some of my clients had already worked with other coaches or psychotherapists before coming to me, but told me that it wasn't until they started working with me that their situation improved sustainably. Today, I want to tell you what originally made me start mental coaching for competitive dance couples. It was an anonymous cry for help from one of the partners in a dance forum that I happened to come across. Senior S-class, also in a relationship with their dance partner outside of dancing. Frequent arguments during practice, including tears, slamming doors, and recurring thoughts about breaking up. The usual tricks and phrases like "what happens in the studio stays in the studio" didn't work. Other commenters suggested things like taking 3 deep breaths or going for a walk around the block. I basically wrote the following. I'll put it in the captions so you can read through it again properly. First, negative, often completely automatic reactions to your dance partner can gradually turn into habits. Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth can be helpful here. Among other things, the book teaches you to become more aware of your own emotions and, as a result, become better at consciously steering them in the right direction. If you enjoy my content, you can support me by using my affiliate link to the book in my bio. Second, dancing may have become too important to you. If you define yourselves too strongly by your success as dancers, your self-worth and happiness can quickly become dependent on it as well. And that can shift your priorities in the wrong direction. At least that's what happened to me. Back then, dancing was more important to me than my relationship. It wasn't until that relationship fell apart because of it that I very quickly realized what should actually have been more important to me. Third, try to become more aware of what you physically need and communicate it objectively, almost technically, instead of personally blaming your partner. For example, with a particular figure, describe what you want to do yourself and where your partner's body, leg, foot, etc. would need to be for you to execute your own movement comfortably. Of course, you can also say what you think your partner is doing differently or incorrectly. Managing to keep that conversation objective is honestly pretty difficult, but it can make an enormous difference. Fourth, realize that your partner normally doesn't make mistakes on purpose. If something doesn't work, their intention is generally not to annoy you or make things harder for you. They simply can't do it in any better in that particular moment. Fifth, negativity and anger have an immediate effect on your body. You tense up, which makes you dance worse, which makes you even more frustrated, which makes you even more tense. That quickly turns into a negative spiral. If you manage to change your overall mindset, many of your dancing problems may become significantly smaller or even resolve themselves. Sixth, sometimes taking a break from competitions can help you zoom out and regain some perspective. For a while, shift your focus toward other areas of your life or make enjoying practice together your number one priority instead of constantly focusing on the next result. That gives both your body and your mind a chance to recover, while the dancing information you've already absorbed has time to settle into your body. Shortly afterwards, that person messaged me and told me how much my comment had helped her. And that was the reason I started thinking that maybe I'm actually better than average at what I do.